Well, from one man in the centre of a controversy to another, Arindam Chaudhuri of IIPM will be joining us in just a few minutes. But the din over the hugely controversial ban after a court order on over 70 URLs critical of IIPM is refusing to die down. The business institute run by Arindam Chaudhuri won a court order from a district court in Gwalior that shut down 73 URLs. This included, however, a UGC one. Today, the government says that it will get this lifted. The Minister of State for HRD, Shashi Tharoor, has tweeted, "I have written to Milind Deora asking him to remove the Department of Telecom block on the UGC website." In return, the Minister of State, Milind Deora, tweeted saying, "Regarding the UGC, I have instructed CERT to coordinate with Shashi Tharoor's office to make sure this is unblocked." This was done because of a Gwalior court order. But Arindam Chaudhuri, here with us in studio, says he will fight that because he says actually unblocking the UGC website will be contempt of court. Arindam Chaudhuri joins me in studio. I'm also joined by, his critics, other people with opinions, other panelists. I'm joined by Professor Yogendra Yadav, who is a commission member of the UGC of the University Grants Commission. I'm also joined by Sohail Seth, columnist, managing director, Councilage, and very active online. Arindam Chaudhuri, you actually said that you're going to take on the University Grants Commission. You're saying the entire website should be blocked just because
not at all, not the entire website.
Well, right now that's what happened.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. If that has happened, that's not what, just the part with us. Because they declared us a fake university, which was a completely false and shameful allegation.
But you yourself
because at
say
no
you're not
point
a
of time we have said that we are a university. So there's no question of being a fake university. And we went to the High Court. The Delhi High Court said you must immediately remove it. And by chance, they also wrote in that order that however you can tell that they are not a university. And taking advantage of that, amongst 50,000 institutes in this country, they keep releasing ads every other week that we are not a university. That's defamatory. And if that is defamatory, it's shameful. They should do it.
No, but
50,000 other institutes who are also not universities. We are not a university.
But Arindam Chaudhuri, let me ask you, can you take on a government statutory body whose job it is to inform students of which institutes and universities are not? How can you take them on for defamation?
Their job is to give good education in this country, maintain standard of education, and not touch people whom they are not supposed to touch. We are a private institute. We don't come under UGC. We have never said we are a university. We do not give degree. And if we don't give degree and we don't call ourselves university, they have no right to talk about us. And if they talk about us, they should talk about every other institute in the country, including ISB.
Yogendra Yadav, do you agree with this argument? Arindam Chaudhuri very worked up there, saying that his fundamental rights are being violated, he says, by the UGC. Do you agree with that? We'll specifically first on that, then I'll go across the larger debate on freedom of speech.
Who cares whether he agrees?
Go ahead, Professor Yadav. No, surely you have different views, Arindam Chaudhuri. Go ahead, Professor Yadav.
First of all, just a simple factual clarification. Sonia, as we speak, I have the UGC website in front of me, and yes, I can easily read without any problem the notice about IIPM. It's dated July 2012. For anyone who wants to access it, it is on the reports page of the UGC website, and the 8th page on that has it at the top. I can simply read it. July 2012, unrecognized status of IIPM. It doesn't use the word fake or anything.
Let him finish.
We have never seek recognition. No, I don't want it to be heard. Because when we have not seek recognition, who are there to unrecognize us? That's my first question.
But let him finish. Why are you shouting?
And if that is there, it should be removed immediately.
But Arindam Chaudhuri, this is a decision by the government of India. Let him finish. You have to give
the court has given an order.
Yes, but the government of India has obviously removed it. He has to speak. Please give him a chance to speak.
That's contempt.
That's your view. Let the court say.
That's the correct view.
Professor Yadav, please go ahead, and Arindam Chaudhuri, please, some ground rules, no shouting and interrupting the panelists. Go ahead.
If they are doing something wrong.
I'll come back to you, but there's no question of shouting and interrupting. Go ahead, Professor Yadav.
It so happened that I thought there are some norms about being a teacher.
I also expected that.
I spoke to the UGC chairman this evening, and he also told me about AICTE. And UGC chairman clarified to me that he has received no such instruction. And in fact, he told me that it's very much on the UGC website, and he didn't see what the whole halla was about. The notice simply says, and I should clarify, the law makes it mandatory on the UGC. This is, as Arindam Chaudhuri correctly pointed out, the UGC is in charge of maintaining standards of education. And therefore, the country says that only those institutions can give degree which have been established either by the central law or by a state law or have been deemed to be so or are institutions of central importance. Because lots of institutions in the country keep claiming that they are so, although they technically are not, therefore routinely every year UGC issues a number of dozens of statements in the public,
And
in
it
the
should be
press,
done
and puts it up on the
only on
website.
institutes which claim
saying
to
the
be
following
university.
institution
That's the
is
key.
not
Right.
a.
Go ahead and finish, Professor
Mr.
Yadav. Go
Chaudhary,
ahead.
can I please speak?
Yes, please go ahead.
There is UGC maintains two kinds of list. One is the list of institutions which are universities according
Yes.
to its technical definition. Second, on and off, it keeps a list of fake universities which have officially claimed. Other than that, there is a third category about which all kinds of questions keep coming up.
Yes.
So it is one of the third category clarifications which clearly says it is not recognized, it is not a university, and more importantly, it says it is neither entitled to award MBA, BBA, BCA degrees. This is an important clarification because this is the impression you get even if now you were to go to IIPM website. This is the impression you would gather
Why
if you
don't
were
we
not a
put
very
IIPM website
discerning,
right now?
legally minded kind of a
Why
student.
don't we put? And
So,
let me take you to the IIPM
therefore,
website where
I
we have
would
clearly
simply
written
say,
students who are interested in recognition need not apply.
please.
Let me just.
For 40 years.
I'll try to get up that IIPM website right now if we can actually open that. But let
40
me just,
years.
But let me just, the larger issue, Professor Yadav, that's a key point, and that's the point I asked Arindam Chaudhuri about as well. His point is that it's being unfairly targeted. He's being unfairly targeted. So let me go across to Soli
Year
Suraji
after year
on
now.
the matter of the law, because in a sense it's unprecedented that a government body, a government statutory body has been taken on by a private institute saying it's not within their brief, it's actually defamatory when they put this on their website. As a legal expert, sir, one of India's finest, what would you say about this situation? Because going beyond UGC, it also extended to, we've seen 73 URLs blocked with no right of reply. The order issued by the Gwalior District Court not giving them the right to appear or defend themselves before this decision was taken. And the government went ahead and followed this court order. Go ahead, sir.
Well, the obvious thing to do is to carry the court order higher.
Absolutely.
The court order, to my mind, is rather disproportionate, excessive. But I don't know the full facts, but obviously you can't pass such a blanket order. Take it up higher. And if you are defamed, nothing prevents the party who is defamed from taking appropriate proceedings. There's no question of contempt of court.